Going on? It's your girl Fathom DJ. I am here once again. Yes, I am. And why? Because we got to have some conversations. I want to talk specifically about the purpose and the reason why I am so feverish about doing these videos once again. Of course, as a brand, we have to have content, and that content has to vary. I most certainly spend a lot of time on YouTube. I started my YouTube channel about almost 10 years ago, before there was a Snappy Chatty, before there was an Instagram Stories, before Facebook had, was that before Facebook? Am I that dated? I was on MySpace when I started my YouTube channel. So let's just keep it real. I got distracted as everyone else did. At that point, if you go back to the start of the channel, there's an intro to the channel that says, "Let me inspire you." That's real for me. It's real as it pertains to the fact that I need to have a push. I get a push when I encourage and inspire others. Some of us work from that space. Part of the reason why this exists is because everyone wasn't brought up in a space that said you can do everything or you can do anything that you put your mind to. You know, that comes from a space of not planning. And of course, some of us were brought here on accident. Now, there's a lot of art that is made by accident. Most certainly. The goal for any artist who creates is to be able to go back and maybe capture that emotion or that energy from that piece and potentially create another from that. And you have to go and dissect it in order to be able to replicate or even be inspired by it. And having said that is part of the reason why I'm unpacking, because I'm at this point where I'm trying to figure what's going to happen next and how do I get to the next level of doing and what my issues are in order to do that. And confidence is one of my issues. I was reared in a big family. Like, I'm the third oldest grandchild. When I was born, my grandmother and everyone knew that I was going to be different. So they were like, "Oh, she's a different child." My grandmother was like, "That's my artist grandbaby." And that helped. But I always had someone around me criticizing my doings or looking at me while I was doing. Nobody thought I was from Chicago, doing and just being who I am, going to high school, doing what I do. You know, "Are you from Chicago? Oh, you look different." That doesn't help create a space for success if you're always concerned about what people think about you, because they're always combing and dissecting at you. As African Americans entering this country, we were combed and dissected upon entering. We recycle that energy. We got to do this, you know, and it stifles and creates fear for some of us. For those of you who may struggle, regardless to what selfies you post up or how you want to position yourself and project yourself to look like you know what the hell you're doing all the time, maybe underneath all of those things, you might not be too sure. If you have a group of people around you who are pushing and encouraging you at whatever your age is, then you're good. Maybe you don't have that energy or that information or those people. I call on my creators. I call on my ancestors a lot to aid me. You have to have a base of people who are moving and motioning in the same direction. Social media doesn't always show you that. When you step out and you're going to say and do the things that you do, and they may not be so acceptable, or it may not be what is expected of you, there's always the possibility of critique, and there's always the possibility of someone being defensive and being against you. Even if you come in truth, even if you come with light and love, which is normally the space that I come from, or at least try to. You know, there's too many ways to communicate. There's too many ways for us to communicate with each other and work out our problems to get misinformation. If you can go right to the source and get it, you should have no issue getting it. I want to create these portals where I can have a bunch of folks like, yeah, we did that. We did. This is why I love working with musicians. This is why I love working with these different folks, because they push me. When they send me these files, when I have these sessions, the energy is so dope that it pushes me to release projects, because I've been working on beats for a long time. But when I add another layer with another energy and another person to it, it makes me feel good about it. And that's part of the reason why I'm pushing out these projects based on who I work with, based on the fact that I know that everybody can't produce. And I know that some people want to, and if I can encourage them, and if I could be a place of knowledge as to how to get things done, it's one of the things that I think that I can bring, especially in spaces where you can't just go to people and say, can you help me? Because I've done that with some of our more popular DJs in the city. I won't name their names, but I've actually went to them and said, I want to be a mentee, and got no response. And that's not cool. And it most certainly shouldn't be that way, especially because at some point we all have to get further and could use a hand. So this is Fathom DJ walking her walk and talking her talk differently, because I understand, as I have experienced quite a few things in this tenure, that could help somebody who is in or not in the industries that I'm in. It's important to me. And so that's the reason why I'm bringing these things to you today. I'm sending you cosmic kisses and well wishes to your day and, of course, your week. It's your girl, Fathom DJ. You can find me in your worldwide webosphere at findingfathomdj.com. Hashtag findingfathomdj. Hashtag fathomdj. In your worldwide webosphere. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Google Play, LinkedIn, Beatport, TrackSource, iTunes, Bandcamp, Twitter. Ooh. Space.